Hi everybody, so my client's back for another infill and I've done these little duck nails 4 weeks ago and they're still on pretty good. No breakage today, yay. So I'm just gonna start off by clipping everything off as much as I can because it will save me a lot of time and a lot of filing work to do, so just carefully clipping them off. Yeah, so I did the 3D duckies with some bling. They're holding stones, and I've added these flowers and some chrome, and it was a really fun set, which I forgot to record, but you know, it's all good. Sometimes there's just no time, sometimes just have to get going and get started. So, as usual, I'm just going to start off by taking everything off. Well, not everything, but taking off the color, which in this case is gel polish and chrome, and see if there's any lifting. And I'm just going to leave on the base the acrylic gel. I'm just going to leave it on. If it's stuck, it's stuck. I'm not going to remove that. So once I've removed all this color, I'm gonna do some basic shaping first to see how much product I need to do the infill with. Sometimes I have to do a minor nail shape correction, and it's easier for me to see if I've already done some shaping. So I'm just gonna take off some length. Not too much because she's going to be going on a holiday and she wants to keep as much length as she can, but just a tiny bit shorter. And yeah. So for today, she wanted a Patrick starfish nail art. Yeah, so I already sent her some pictures that I thought were really funny and she liked them too, but then she found a picture of a Patrick starfish with a big butt. So funny. Yeah, so we decided to go ahead and do that. I have no idea which artist did it first, but my clients just come in with pictures and that's what I'll create, that's just how it works. So now it's time to take off her cuticle tissue, just carefully flaking that off again, because I really don't want to have any lifting later on. And once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and scrub her nails, make sure that it's ready for product application. And once that's done, I can go ahead and scrub her nail plate, make sure that all that oil and dirt is removed off of her nail plate. And then it's time to apply my rubber base clear. And I'm just going to apply that over the entire length of the nail. And once that's done, I'm going to give it a full cure, 1 minute cure, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of her nails. I always do the thumbs first, and then I go ahead and do the rest of the nails. That just works best for me, and yeah, it's all good, right? Whatever works for you. And once that's cured, I can go ahead and apply my acrylic gel Milky. It's a very, very soft whitish nude, and I do not need a lot because the shape is still there. So I'm just going to do that infill and getting it on the entire width of the nail like that. Trying to get evenly spread product. And once that's done, I'm just going to gently pull it forward. So not much work to do. Just making sure that it fits the new apex. And then it's time to do some filing. So once that's cured, I can go ahead and go in straight with the e-file because I've already done the first initial shaping, so I don't have to do that. Otherwise, I would first do some shaping and then go in with my e-file, but no need for that now. So just getting that shape in, getting back that apex and whatnot. And when that's done, I'm gonna go ahead with and finish with my hand file to make sure that everything is nice and crisp, and the scratches that the hand file leave behind will make sure that you get great adhesion with your gel polish later on. So now I'm going to create an ombre, and I forgot to film the first nails, but here we go. I'm just going to apply this lovely pale green Cateye gel polish, and I'm going to do a pretty thin layer, but not too thin because I need um, those magnetized parts to work, of course. Then I'm going to place this blue cat eye gel right next to it like that, making sure they touch. Then I'm going to take my ombre brush and I'm quickly going to create that ombre like that. Just pull, 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 and you're done, basically. You know, that's the great thing about a polish like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like if you were to do like opaque colors without any glitter. Glitter colors are just so easy to ombre with. Look at that. Pop, 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 and you're done, you know? So, yeah, it's a great way to do a very pretty ombre. Just getting rid of that excess, making sure that it's nice and crisp again, getting that magnet next to it, magnetize it onto the top because I really like how that looks. So now I'm going to go ahead and draw those typical SpongeBob water flowers. I'm just going to use a bunch of colors, you know, get that lovely colorful background look. And when that's done, it's finally time to do some Patrick Starfish nail art. Yeah. So first I'm going to do the outlines on all of the nails. Yeah, just to see where I want these little Patricks to go. So the last outline, um, yeah, so it was really nice to have that done and being able to get to the second part. Yeah, and just then cross my fingers and hope that I did it right. But yeah, I did. It all came out really good in the end. So once I've got all of this done, of course, I'm going to give it a cure before I move on. I'm going to give it a full cure because I'm going to apply the 3D bits. So I really don't want any of my lines to move. And to do that, I'm going to use a clear 3D gel. You could also use carving gel. I thought about doing that, but yeah, there's always pro and cons to using certain type of products. And for this design, I decided to use the clear 3D gel. And it was a bit of a struggle sometimes. Yeah, sometimes your own fingers just get in the way with applying certain types of products. But yeah, see, and that also happened. I don't really know what was going on with the gel. I think it became a little bit greasy somehow. I don't know. I don't know how or where or when, but it didn't seem to want to stick very well. These first few beads. But yeah, I just grabbed a newer piece later on and that went really well. So yeah, this first Patrick is with his butt hanging out basically. Yeah, just really, really cute. My client did get certain comments that it looked like something else. Yeah, looking at it when it's done, I can understand why. But anyhow, yeah, oh well, it keeps you laughing. It makes life fun, doesn't it? um, yeah, I'm gonna create two of these because she really thought that these were really funny. So yeah, two of these, and I'm going to create a Patrick with its stomach hanging out, and I'm going to create two of those with its stomach hanging out, and I'm going to create two Patricks with eyes bulging. Yeah, um, it's going to look cute. Very, very, very funny. But yeah, just applying that bead too, and I'm trying to get I want it to be a little bit seamless where the bead turns into its stomach, starting from the nail. I don't want it to be just a blob like, well, that's its stomach. No, I really want it to be blended in. So that's what I'm doing, and now I'm creating its belly button. And once that's done and flash cured, I'm going to create some bulging eyes. And my client's a big fan of SpongeBob, and she showed me a couple of pictures, and I was like, "Oh, that doesn't look like Patrick Starfish." But she was like, "Yeah, well, no, it's an iconic scene. Everybody who loves SpongeBob remembers that scene, knows what I'm talking about." I'm like, "Okay, well, okay, if you want that, I'm gonna do that." So yeah, here we are creating that scene. I'm not really into SpongeBob that much. I can handle one episode, but it's a little bit too for me. But my children loved it, of course. It always makes them laugh really hard. That's fine. So now it's time to paint it Patrick Starfish pink. Yeah, going to get that rosy cheeks in. Yeah, probably right now you know what I'm talking about, what it also looked like to certain friends from my clients. But who cares? Laugh a little. It's good for you. But I'm going to do that with all the Patricks. I'm just going to give it that pink finish, and then it's time to do the details, getting the eyes in, and other different details. So, yeah, let's enjoy this process. So, as you can see, I'm just highlighting certain areas. And I'm gonna do that with all the Patrick's. Some highlighting its butt cheeks and others highlighting its belly, or other parts. Yeah, just to give it a little bit of depth. But I do want to keep it cartoonish. I don't want to make it like real life or anything. So nothing much, just a tiny bit of shading. It just makes it look really good. So they're really starting to come together right now, adding all these little details. Yeah, I still need to do the eyes, of course, making them white and add a little pupil. Yeah, but they are starting to look very cute. And of course, in the end, I'm gonna have to apply some top coat to seal it all in. But yeah, so far so good. Pretty happy with how this is turning out. Almost done. Just adding some final finishing touch-ups. Um, yeah. Does anybody recognize this scene that I'm painting here? I really don't know it, but she said it was iconic. So, okay, if that's what you want, I'm gonna give it to you. Sure, no problem. So just a few different colors with getting him dressed. Some green and some purple I'm going to add. And I really like this one that I'm painting right now. I think it's really cute. How he looks and everything is probably my favorite Patrick from these 6 nails. So yeah, almost done. And yeah, she had a lot of comments on these, a lot. They were really funny. So now all that's left to do is create a tongue just to give that mouth a little bit of depth. And then it's all done and time for some top coat. And for my top coat, I'm going to use my Top Gel No Cleanse as always. I'm just going to make sure that everything is sealed in really nicely. Just like that. And sometimes that 3D gel has a tendency to come off, so I really want that gel to be top coated. But now it's stuck in between layers of gel polish and top coat, so it's not going to come off at all. And here are her nails. Yeah, I think they came out really good. Really happy with this end result. Really funny. I have a lot of comments too on these, so yeah, happy me. So I really hope you've liked this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I wish you all a very good and happy day. Goodbye.